So I went to the Dwayne Reed and they were annoying me. And I went there to buy candy and they were trying to get me to bump into me. But at some point, there was this kid that was walking by me. I was trying to bump into me. No, I did the way read closer to that is closer to what's that place called? Close to the Whole Food store, and the other one close to the Staten Island Ferry on Broadway here. A white guy was trying to bump into me. So they, and they were trying to put me in panic, you know. And then the worker was telling me, come closer, come quickly, come closer. I'm like, there's a black American woman blocking my way. She was just popping a booty towards me. I'm like, what do you mean I should come closer? She's blocking my way. I need to get candy, and she was blocking where the candy is. You know, so they were just putting me in a panic. It's like they're trying to incite sexual abuse, sexual molestation, everything. They said they want me to kill like Jordan Neely. So there was a Caribbean woman in the that was inciting panic. I said there's a lady blocking my way. Why do you mean I should come closer to you? The Caribbean woman was the checkout lady. And there was this black American woman. She was acting like she was homeless and she was maybe mentally ill, but and she was propping a backside backwards, like they want me to bump into her backside. So when I go to the women's bathroom, also they harass me, you know. So did their action where they said they do anything to get money, some criminal minded people. As I'm trying to sue the city of New York for taking my home 10 years ago, they killed my friend that was supposed to help me. So it's very unsafe. So I went to Dwayne Reed and I was trying to get the candy and there was this kid that was coming by me, and I just don't know how this actually happened. When I left the Dwayne Reed, I discovered the candy the candy hook was hanging onto my jacket, my blanket. I put my blanket on because it gets so cold at night, and so I put an extra blanket on myself. So I don't know why they don't have their candy properly hooked. They're supposed to have a screw to nail it so it wouldn't touch people's clothing. And sometimes they all like to call police on blacks, say the blacks are robbing the store. I went there to buy Snickers, I have my food stand. So it's like they're setting people up, they should have this screw so it wouldn't attach someone's clothing. So now I'm going to take it back to the store. I just want to document this, you know, and they always call the police on whenever the wherever I go to. It's like they're wishing me back karma. And today I went there to buy candy, and by the time I came out, I later discovered their candy rack or whatever this hook is attached to my clothing, tearing my clothing and hanging onto my clothing. So they're supposed to have this clothing, so this wouldn't be happening. So so they're posing such a risk, and I wanted to go back immediately, but my phone wasn't well charged, so I had to come back. I just found the nearest phone booth to charge my phone. So because my phone was zero, while they were harassing me at the store, my phone went to zero. So anytime my phone is zero like that, so I said, you know what, let me just charge my phone properly before going back there, because they have the Jamaican women there, and for the Black Americans and Spanish, they always try to bully me as a Nigerian. When my mother was in the hospital, also there was a Jamaican woman bullying at the nurse. My mother told the nurse that she wanted our body posture change because my mother was having a heart problem and she went to the ICU. And the Jamaican said nobody's going to help her change her body posture. So my mother told the Jamaican woman that my mother's also a nursing assistant, that she's violating the law. She's going to file a complaint with the state authority. That was the last I heard from my mother. By 2 days later, they said my mother is dead. So they were trying to put her in the cycle. So our daughters ordered her to put in the cycle. So because our daughters violently and far were trying to kill my mother, the hospital, Bellevue Hospital, started abusing my mother. The girl said the one my mother loved. They were just, my mother said those girls came all the way from Pennsylvania and they were harassing my mother. And the hospital, also some of the staff started joining and harassing my mother because my mother is Nigerian, I also born in America. So they knew my mother was vulnerable, being an old woman, having a heart problem in a hospital. And the daughters came all the way from Pennsylvania because the daughters, my mother's daughters were trying to kill her early so they can sue the city of New York. It's called a ghetto lottery whereby you create harm or or you blame and or you fraudulently blame any harm on the city of New York. So the city of New York mistake wrongfully took me and my mother's home on Staten Island. So the orders for the government to kill my mother and bring her to the city of New York. Because they weren't living with us in Staten Island. They were just my mother living in Staten Island. They were living in Pennsylvania. So when the police came and put at me on my mother's house, it was only me and my mother could get money. So my mother was very jealous when I filed the lawsuit. And then someone else came back working out the lawsuit because every gun was bought by the police. So it was national news, and my mother's address was monitoring my court papers online for Pennsylvania. So I just wanted to go in and that's what I'm doing.